Hi, my name is Uri. I'm the COO of Neuroelectrics. It's a spin-off company of a startup, a Spanish company here from Spain that has been 10 years here in the market doing R&D research, mainly in space and neuroscience. This is a spin-off that belongs to the neuroscience division, and I'd like to present to you a little bit of what we did. And we're here to look for 1 million, not 2 million as written in the pages, to 1 million euros to finance the following. I will start to talk a little bit about the market. We're aiming at two types of indications. The first, chronic neuropathic pain, and the second one, post-stroke rehabilitation. For chronic neuropathic pain, we're talking mainly about back, joint pain, and neck pain. And as you might know, there's a big issue of a lot of medication being administered for chronic pain that is that patients don't intolerant or they're refractory to. In addition, there is a lot of issues of opiates being used that make the daily life of the patient very limited. The yearly incidence rate, we're talking about 10 million patients per annum, meaning 10 million new patients entering the pool of patients every year. The burden on society for direct and indirect costs is very big. We talk about 300 billion euros for chronic pain in general, which is 3% of the GDP. We talk about $635 billion in the United States, which is about 4% of GDP. The second indication we're looking at is post-stroke rehabilitation. And here there are several types of disabilities: motor control, sensory disturbances, aphasia, problems with thinking and memory, and emotional disturbances. The first year post-event is the most crucial one, as the brain still has plasticity to adopt and rehabilitate. The incidence rate here is about 400,000 new patients per annum. The burden on society is big as well, 25 billion euros in Europe and $43 billion in the United States. I'd like to talk a little bit about our product. We have developed the StarSteam. It's a wireless TDCS neurostimulator. What is TDCS? It stands for transcranial direct current stimulation. It is passing low voltage, low current electricity through minimum of 2 electrodes, a nodal and a cathodal. To summarize, it's a non-invasive neuromodulation. A little bit about the features of the product is that it's an easy-to-use product. It is wireless. It has high resolution non-invasive stimulation due to our multiple electrode positioning. We have 8 electrodes. And this, we have EEG reading. We are able to stimulate and read the brain waves at the same time, allowing a diagnostic product as well. And we have a precise and repeatable electrode placements due to the cap that we have designed. In terms of regulatory approval, we actually yesterday received our CE mark and our manufacturing license. In terms of efficacy, there are over 30 pain studies and 41 post-stroke studies demonstrating significant difference versus a control arm using TDCS technologies. All these studies have been done with our competitor devices. Just to give you, this is the first level of innovation that Neuroelectrics presents. The second level of innovation comes in the business model. The nature of the StarSleep is that it's very safe. The side effect of neuromodulation is itching underneath the electrode. That's the worst that you can get. It's very efficacious as well. It is low cost. And we've built a platform that allows a telemedicine, which brings me to the business model. This is the second level of innovation. Basically, the system that we have developed is the one that we aim to get for the clinics. Imagine that you have a pain patient coming to a physician, and he is being treated in the clinic. The physician does a session of 5 days of stimulation and determines the efficacy. Once the efficacy is determined, the physician will be able to prescribe the StarSteam home for the patient. The patient will be able to receive the stimulator from Neuroelectrics. What we've developed is a closed platform that allows the physician to determine the exact protocol, so the liability on the medical treatment stays with the physician. In addition, the system will allow to create reports. So every time a patient stimulates at home, he'll be able, the physician will receive by electronic means a report that will tell him what is the state of the patient before, during, and after the stimulation. I'd like to move to our competition. We have 3 competitors. One is Neurocon, it's a German company. The other one is Saperix, it's an American company. And the third is Maxteam, which distributes Neuronica, which is an Italian company. Basically, we have 3 advantages over our competition. First, we have, as you can see, a design that is wireless and it's easy to use. It's designed for clinic use and will be designed for home use. We have multiple electrode setting that allows for more focality of the stimulation. And focality means that you can determine where to stimulate better the brain. And it will allow quasi-modularity. So you can choose if you want to stimulate the mobile or the phone. And the last is to support the home use of the telemedicine business model that practically opens up the market from about 3,000 clinics here in Europe to the amount of millions of patients in need that I've shown before in the incidents. This is my last slide. This is our first round of financing. Till now, everything was financed by our mother company. We're looking for not 2 million is written in the pages, but 1 million euros. We will use that to set reimbursement and regulatory strategy for EU and the US. Accordingly, we will conduct clinical trial in the US or EU to apply for FDA approval, assuming the 510(k) approach. And we would like to complete our R&D phase for the home use, the home stimulator, which is a closed system that is controlled by the physician. And to launch the clinic STAR scheme here in Europe, starting in Germany, France, and Spain. Thank you very much for your time.